This is a train from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville. It takes 6 hours, and we'll be stopping at Tak Mau, Kep Beach, Kampot City, and finally Sihanoukville. And I'll be returning at 2 o'clock back the same way with the same stops back to Phnom Penh, and it's a 6-hour journey each way. So they're just preparing the train now. And it'll be leaving at 7 a.m. this morning. This is the Phnom Penh railway station here. You actually walk through the railway station and come out these glass doors. And those two far doors on the white wall are the men's and ladies' toilets. So if you want to go to the toilet before you catch the train, you can go in there. So if you come out the main doors, and you'll purchase your tickets here on the railway station. And the tickets from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville are $10, and to Kep Beach is $7, and to Kampot $8. That's one way. So I'm actually doing the trip from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville Beach, and then waiting half an hour and catching the train back to Phnom Penh. And it leaves at 7 a.m. in the morning, and we'll arrive at Sihanoukville Beach at 1 p.m. this afternoon, and then at 2 p.m. the train returns, stopping at the same stations again, stopping at Kampot, Kep Beach railway station, Tak Mau City, and then back to Phnom Penh, back to here. So I should drive about 7 p.m. tonight, and that's the train over there we're going on. I've got my whole body out the window, so I'll film on the left hand side going to Sihanoukville, and then when we come back I'll film on the right hand side coming back, so you get a view of both sides of the train trip there and back from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville. So the first stop will be Tak Mau City, then Kampot, Kep Beach, and then Kampot, and then Sihanoukville. And if you're an old train buff, they've got a couple of old trains here back from the 1930s, 1920s. There's one over there and one in the far distance over there. So if you're into old trains, steam trains, you can check those out. I'll just go up the front again and see what I can see. There's no staff members up here, so I'll have a look. This is where the staff hang out that look after you. So they're just telling you to stay out from the windows when the trains are crossing the bridge. Obviously the steel girders and the wooden beams are really, really close to the window, so you can keep that in mind. So we're up the front of the train here. So this is where they drive the train from, and they'll look out the front there. So hopefully we'll be able to get up the front here when the train's moving, and we'll look out through the front door. It's a no smoking train. don't smoke. Do not sit on the stairwell or on the roof of the train. That's probably for people from India or Pakistan, I think, standing on the roof. Wouldn't be for Cambodia or any Westerners. You can walk between carriage and carriage. Got the steel plates here, so you can film between the two carriages when you're going along. And they got really hygienic toilets. And the wash hand basin. So, but I got the toilet roll here, but I personally recommend if you're travelling, whether it's by train or bus throughout Cambodia or a private minivan, just pack a packet of wet wipes and a toilet roll, because you don't know if this is going to be run out or be replaced. So bring your own toilet roll in a bag, plastic bag, and some wet wipes and a change of underwear. You never know, you could have an accident on the train or the bus or something, and you can wash yourself down with a hose, and you know, if you've got stomach troubles. So just a little thing that I do, whether you do it or don't do it, it's up to you. So just a little bit of advice. So it's very hygienic in here. So I just go back to my seat. So right, that's up at the front of the train there. And I've actually bought 2 train tickets. You know, so I can take up 2 seats. I'll be doing some filming. So at $10 each, it's going to be a good trip. This is what I bought for my train trip for the day. I bought 3 drinks, some underarm in case I get a bit hot, and underarm deodorant. I bought a spoon and a fork and a bowl, 2 tins of sardines, some chili sauce to have with my sardines. In here I've got some wet cloths, you know, have a face wash. They're wet and put in a sealed plastic bag, so there's 2 wet ones in there. And in here I've got some wet paper towels. So, and don't forget your mask. Instead of buying food, I just bring my own and put it in a bag. So you can bring some beer or whatever you want, but I just prefer to bring my own, you know, supplies. In the bag I've got a clean pair of underwear. I won't show you, I'm sure you don't want to see it. But you know, you never know, just come prepared for the day if you're travelling on a train, a bus, throughout Asia or anywhere in the world. Just come a little bit prepared. They serve drinks, water and meals on the train, but they're Asian meals. But you can make your own at home or in your hotel room. Just go to the supermarket, buy some stuff. If you're bringing tin food, make sure you got the, you know, the pull seal, or don't forget to bring a tin opener if they haven't got a seal on the back to open them up. Best to buy any food with a pull tab so you can open it up and eat it. You don't need a tin opener. So that's my little thing for today. So this is what's available on the train. They make sandwiches and just chicken and rice and pork and rice, and they have drink and Coca-Cola and that type of stuff. But rather than eating this, it may be made from yesterday. I don't really know. I'd prefer to bring my own food on the train. I just bought some potato chips. They're $2, but if I bought them from the supermarket, you know, $1.20. So it's better to bring your own. And it's right on 7 o'clock. It is right on 7 a.m. and the train is leaving right on time. Right on time. It's amazing. So they recommend you get here at 6:30, but I arrived at 6 o'clock to do a bit more filming and to get my right seat, but the train is only about less than a quarter full, so there's plenty of empty seats. But it's absolutely amazing that the train leaves right on time at 7 a.m. and I just stick my body out the window. Look at that. You have to come on this train going to Sihanoukville, with stops at Tak Mau City, Kep Beach, Kampot, and arrives at Sihanoukville at 1 p.m. this afternoon. If you're into filming or got a GoPro, you'll get some great shots. This is just one of the poorer suburbs of Phnom Penh. You'd never ever see this if you're a tourist unless you catch the train. Yeah, no one would ever see this unless you're on the train. And the horn is going because people are are sitting on the railway line or got their motorbikes on the railway line, so he's just telling them to, you know, get off the railway line. Great windows for photography and GoPro, and if you're into photography, taking some great photos or videos, you have to ride this train. I go on to the left-hand side, right-hand side. Right, we're on the right-hand side now. We're coming to a road. There's a road here. A lot of rubbish being dumped here because these are like, we're in the poorer, you can see the type of houses here, very poverty houses, and so we're still in the Phnom Penh city, and this is where the, you know, the really, really poor people live along the railway track, like most countries in the world. But once we get out of the city into the country, where there'll be no rubbish. This is the poverty era of Phnom Penh. Which you'd never see if you're a tourist. You can only see it by train. This is going to be close. Let's pull my camera in. Yeah. These are apartments getting built. We're on the outskirts of Phnom Penh now. Now we're coming onto the outskirts of Phnom Penh now. So we're past all the poverty villages, all the poverty people of Phnom Penh, around the outskirts now. Water buffalo. There's a freight train with containers on going to the Sihanoukville port to load them on sea cargo. So that's just waiting for this train to bypass and then it'll follow. A lot of poverty living out here. So there's plenty of empty seats, so you can just change seats from left hand to right hand side. And there's another 3 carriages down the end, so there's 4 carriages altogether. He's blasting the horn because he comes to these roads that cross the railway line and there's no stop signs for the traffic, so that's why he blows the horn. Another major road here. Containers here. Another road here with no traffic lights, but a lady with a flag. These are growing along here. There's the water lilies. They grow in polluted water, not fresh water, so they're not advisable to eat the seeds. The lotus flowers and the lotus seeds, all grown in polluted water. They don't grow in fresh water, so don't ever eat the seeds. They're for sale in Phnom Penh and right throughout Cambodia, but advisable not to eat them. Here's some more growing, but they're actually growing in like raw sewage. So don't buy any lotus buds to eat. They're like a little green pea, but they taste like cardboard. Advisable not to eat. Whoa, he just turned around on time. He was actually on the railway line. Another lady, there's no lights there. Those are sugar palms, unique to Cambodia. Now we're getting out of the countryside of Phnom Penh on the outskirts of the city. And the train's travelling quite fast, so it's too windy to film outside the window. We'll have to keep inside the window. And now we're getting to the countryside and the rivers and see the real Cambodia now. This is rice fields here, growing rice. And all the rice fields have got catfish and different types of other small fish that they fish for each day. So they grow rice and fish in the same ponds. So there's a double line here. Running along. It's a great place to stop. 69. Well, we stopped at 69, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but we're going reverse. Going backwards for some reason. It all started with the number 69. Whoops. Don't know what's going to happen. wait and see. But we're right out in the middle. That palm right in the middle, they're called sugar palms, and they're unique to Cambodia. And they've got red berries at the top that just taste like sugar. So that's where they get the name sugar palm. So if you see that type of palm in any movies or anything on TV, you'll know it's been filmed in Cambodia. The countryside is, you know, these sugar palms grow everywhere in Cambodia. So if you see any war movies or any movies on TV and you see this type of palm, you'll know it's been filmed in Cambodia. Called sugar palms. And they're a really unique looking palm. But while we're stopped, I really don't know. Oh, I just found out why the train stopped. It's got a puncture. They're just changing the tyre, so we'll be going in a minute. Right, we're on the move again. And here's my favourite number. Number 69. With the windows pulled right down, there's a great breeze coming through. It's nice and cool. You can making iced coffee over there, so you can get some cold drinks with ice and iced coffee, Coke and other drinks, and they put them in a plastic cup with ice. So if you want some cold drinks, you can get them up the front, at the very front of the train. So we come to Tak Mau station. The first stop on our so this is Tak Mau station, the very first stop. So this is the first stop, Tak Mau station. So you can get off here or get on here. And it arrived right on schedule, 5 minutes past 9. So the train is running right on time at the moment. We left at 7 o'clock and we got to Tak Mau at 5 past 9. You'll see a lot of this land in Cambodia. It's not open for farming. It hasn't been cleared. The reason is that there's still landmines. It hasn't been cleared of landmines yet, so that hasn't been farmed, open for farming or cattle or anything. So if you see any like properties like this that are not used for farming, rice growing, got cattle on it, they haven't been like this one here. They've grown trees on it because a lot of it hasn't been cleared of landmines yet. So they've got the trees growing on it, and they'll eventually get round to clearing it from landmines. Cambodia's still got an estimated 20 million plus landmines still to be cleared from the land right throughout Cambodia. But they're all well marked and well off the beaten track. So you've got no worries about going into landmine territory, because they're right out in the villages, right out in the middle of Cambodia where the normal tourists never ever go, and there's signs all over the place anyway if you did come across any of them. So all that land over there hasn't been cleared yet. So that's what that uncleared land throughout Cambodia is. when they clear the land of landmines, then they open it up for farming, cattle, rice, another form, fish ponds. So they open up for farming. So this has been cleared and the land before hadn't been cleared. So you can see some difference here. Cleared land on landmines, and then you've got the land that hasn't been cleared. Right over in the back over there. Poverty villages out here, right out in the middle of the countryside, and you can only see this by train. You don't see it by road or anything else, only by train. So if you want to see the real Cambodia, do a train trip. There's some vast expanse of farmland. As far as the eye can see. Beautiful green countryside. You know, one of the last natural countries in the world. And you'll never see this going by road. Only by train. I highly recommend you take the train from Phnom Penh to Tak Mau City, to Kep Beach, to Kampot and Sihanoukville. And today I'm going from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville and then coming back the same day. And I'll arrive back at Phnom Penh at 8 o'clock tonight. So I'm just doing a round trip to show you the train trip from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville and return. And you can get off at any railway station and spend time at those places, and then at Kep Beach, Kampot and Sihanoukville, and get back on the train and get off at any station and get back on any time of the week, any day. And it's well worth it for, you know, less than $10. But I recommend that you bring your own food and your own drink. If you're on budget, you'll save more money than buying it from here. There it is over there. But if you bring your own drinks and your own food like I've showed you before, it's going to cost you nothing. And then you know that the food you're eating is good. You make your own sandwiches, your own, bring whatever you want. Put them in a bag and bring it with you. Beautiful countryside. So I'm on the left hand side now. I'm going to go across to the right hand side, and you've got more open fields and lots of water and streams and lakes and cattle and rice fields. And with the big windows coming down, you can change seats. The driver's just up there, and you've got a beautiful breeze coming through, like driving a car at 60 kilometres an hour with the windows down. You don't need any air conditioning. Absolutely stunning scenery in the train. Another suggestion is, if you're going from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville by train, and spend your time at Sihanoukville on the beaches on the islands, Rong, and then come back by road so you can see the both sides of Cambodia, going by train on the countryside and then coming back by the brand new motorway. It's opening up on July the 1st, 4 lanes in and 4 lanes out, and it's only 2 hours from Sihanoukville to back to Phnom Penh now, where it used to be 4. So I've got a brand new motorway from July the 1st, 2022. So you'll be able to see both countryside and the new motorway. Stunning scenery, goes on forever. Right through to the mountains over there. That's Kep Beach right over in the far distance. I'll move over to the right again. Beautiful scenery from the train. Nice big windows that open down. Looks like the train's got another puncher. Going to change the tyre. Must be a few nails on the track. Just as well they bought some spare tyres. You can see the mountain ranges in the distance over there. But stunning scenery. Only see it by train. You see the real Cambodia by train. He must be just getting another spare wheel to change over. If you come to Cambodia in the next few weeks and you've got beef on the menu, it's probably him. Yeah, we're talking about you. Yeah. You're going to be on the restaurant menus in Phnom Penh in a few weeks. Yeah. You listen to what I'm saying. Open your ears. That's right. If you don't believe me. Yeah, it's true. You're going to be on the menu. You're going to be on the menu in the restaurants in Phnom Penh in the next few weeks. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, looks like another puncher. Change the tyre. Just looking out the front there. I think they've got a problem with something. They've got the front door open, but you're not allowed up here when the train's moving. I can't film, okay, because the train's moving, so I'll have to stop. But I'm the first YouTuber to do it. Absolute stunning scenery. This is a must-do on your bucket list if you're coming to Phnom Penh, Cambodia. You have to do it from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville for $10. or you can go from Phnom Penh to Kep Beach for $7, from Phnom Penh to Kampot for $8, and from Phnom Penh to Sihanoukville for $10. Highly recommended. Livestock on the railway line, that's why I was tooting the horn to get rid of them. Water buffalo and cattle on the railway line. Right. We've arrived at Grand Central, Kep Beach Railway Station. This is Grand Central, Kep Railway Station. As you can see, some people have caught the train from Phnom Penh and getting off at Kep. And there's only about a 12-minute ride from in a tuk-tuk to the beach, right to the beach. So it's very close to the Kep Beach, this railway station, and this is Grand Central. So you can catch your train here going to Sihanoukville or Kep or back to Phnom Penh. Catch it or get off or get on, and it's running right on schedule. So if you're coming, don't be late, because it's running right on schedule, the train. Toilets over there and plenty of shade for waiting for the train to come, and 10 minutes to the beach. Grand Central Kampot railway station, and a lot of people are catching the train. A lot of tourists are catching the train. So this is Kampot railway station. So you can get off here from Phnom Penh or get on and go to Sihanoukville. It's the cheapest mode of transport in Cambodia. From Kampot to Sihanoukville, I think the tickets are about $4. This is Grand Central Kampot railway station. So there's a lot of tourists catching the train. It's probably the best mode of transport in Cambodia, catching the train. Absolutely fabulous. And you can see how far my body's sticking out the window. All the tuk-tuks are waiting over there to take you to Kampot. We're about 12 minutes from the Kampot township, so it's very close. And holding up some Cambodia beer, the best beer in Cambodia. My advice is do not book online for the train or the buses or anything. Just come to the railway station and buy your tickets. It's open all day from about 6 or 7 a.m. until about 6 p.m. at night. I've had a lot of people contact me saying they've tried to book online and they've all been sold out. So don't book online, just come to the railway station in Phnom Penh, Kep Beach, Kampot or Sihanoukville, and buy your tickets at the railway station. Come the day before or about an hour before the train arrives and just buy your train tickets from the range. Don't book them online. It's just too much hassle. And there's more people on, they just put more carriages on. So this is Grand Central, Kampot. And the tuk-tuks are waiting through there to take you through the township. It's about a 10-minute drive. Costs you about maybe $4. Hope I'm giving you some good advice. Now the train is leaving the Kampot railway station. And it's right on schedule. The train is running right on schedule to all the stops. So if you're catching the train, make sure you're at the correct Kep railway station, Phnom Penh railway station, Kampot railway station, or Sihanoukville railway station at least half an hour before the train goes, because the train is running right on schedule. So make sure you're at the railway station at the right time, at least half an hour before the train arrives. You buy your tickets and catch it. Coming to Sihanoukville. That's pretty close. Fuck! Sorry for my language. Nearly got hit by the concrete column. That is so close. Just my elbow out there, nearly got caught by that concrete column. These are so close to the railway line. I've had to change my camera from my Samsung S22 Ultra. My battery just ran out. Well, we've just arrived at Sihanoukville railway station, dead on 1 o'clock. The train is running exactly to schedule. A lot of people are hopping off here and a lot of people are hop on. So this is Sihanoukville railway station. I'm catching the train back to Phnom Penh. Stays here for an hour at 1 o'clock and then heads back to Phnom Penh at 2 o'clock and rides back at Phnom Penh at 8 o'clock. So I'm catching the train back. I'm just doing a one-day trip there and back. So we arrive right on time, schedule. So if you're catching the train from Sihanoukville back to Phnom Penh or any of those stations between, Kampot, Kep Beach, Tak Mau City or Phnom Penh, the train leaves right on time, so don't be late. And you can buy tickets at the railway station between 6 a.m. in the morning and 6 p.m. at night, and the train is running 7 days a week. 7 days a week. So rather than book online and get, you know, saying it's fully booked, come to the railway station and book your tickets. Just been told the tuk-tuk fare from the Sihanoukville railway station to the centre of Phnom Penh, the Sihanoukville city centre is $5 by tuk-tuk. So he told me $6 and then I negotiated it down to $5. So you can get a tuk-tuk from the railway station at Sihanoukville into the city, Sihanoukville, $5. So I'm staying on the train and I'm going to go back to Phnom Penh because I've just come for the day to do a day excursion there and back. If you're watching David from Sihanoukville railway station to the hotel you're booked in is about 3 or 4 minutes from here. So I'm going to catch the train back now to Phnom Penh. I'm just doing a day trip, just doing it. But my S22 Samsung Ultra battery died on me, so I'm using my other phone, so the quality won't be as good. So this is the train we came on, and it's the same train that's going to go back at 2 p.m. and ride back in Phnom Penh at 8 p.m. at night. So for all those who want to just do a day trip, who haven't got much time in Cambodia, you can do a day trip from Phnom Penh to Kep Beach to Kampot to Sihanoukville and see the beach and all that from the window, and then wait an hour and then it returns back to Phnom Penh at 2 p.m. and it arrives at Phnom Penh at 8 p.m. at night. So it's, you know, a round trip, same train. And it's certainly got the big windows, and as I said before, I've had to change cameras, so this quality, last part of the video won't be as good as my Samsung. So I've just had to change phones because my battery died. So So as I say in all my other videos, if you want any information, I'll leave all my details down below. If you want to ask me any questions, it's best that you send me a WhatsApp message. But if you just want to leave a comment, you can leave the comments down below on my YouTube channel. But if you want to know anything, it's best to do it through my WhatsApp number, because getting on average about 90. Yesterday I got 97 requests through WhatsApp, and it's much easier to do my information details on WhatsApp than it is through the YouTube channel. But if you just want to leave a comment on YouTube, you can. If you want any information, do it through my WhatsApp, because it's much easier and much quicker for me. So for all yous who get to Sihanoukville and you want to get a tuk-tuk to the city centre, it's $5, you know. He told me $6, and when I argued with him, he got down to $5. So $5 is the correct price. Anything over $5, go to someone else. So $5 will take you from and it's about 15-minute ride from the station into the Sihanoukville Central City. So $5 for a tuk-tuk ride. So there's 3 or 4 years in a tuk-tuk. You can talk on the train and get groups of 4 and just share, and it's pretty cheap, $1 each, $1.50 each. So when you're on the train, just ask who wants to share a tuk-tuk into the city centre, and you'll halve your cost, or it'll be a quarter or a third. So looking out to the other side of Sihanoukville railway station. Now I'm using another camera, not as good a quality as the one my Samsung just died on me, so I'm using another camera. So the last few 10 minutes of the video about the train trip won't be as good a quality as the first 50 minutes. But that's what they were tooting the horn on the train for, because of the water buffalo and cattle on the train tracks. They're everywhere, just people just let them run wild, so there was water buffalo and cattle on the train tracks, so that's why they were tooting the horn all the time. Lots of overseas backpackers coming now. Leaving Sihanoukville, and they've been to Conron Island, and they're going to go back to Phnom Penh. So for $10, it's a really cheap trip and well worth it. Probably one of the better train travel trips in the whole world.